All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Zach, we could see my presentation screen, right?
Yes, we can.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So I wanted to take the time. So my name's Paul Roth. I'm the GP Practice Director at Turnkey. I just wanted to go over a lot of questions that we've gotten in the past just about the future of Microsoft Dynamics GP and how Microsoft is going to support Microsoft Dynamics GP and all of that kind of noise that we've been hearing. So just wanted to take a little bit of time to kind of clear that up, a little bit of an extension to what Chris talked about this morning to some degree, as far as what Microsoft's commitment really is to Dynamics GP and the overall future of Dynamics GP as a product. So I'm going to jump in and just, a lot of questions we've gotten in the past has been, hey, is Microsoft going to continue to support GP? And the answer is absolutely. All indicators are that Microsoft is absolutely going to support Dynamics GP going forward into the next decade, certainly. And that's been evidenced by their new support policy around Dynamics GP, which follows Office 365, it follows Dynamics Business Central, it follows Windows products, and what it is, it's called the Modern Lifecycle Support Policy. So with the release of Dynamics GP 18.2, really the October release, which I know a lot of us have been applying that upgrade and that update for, Microsoft has really switched gears to what's known as a Modern Lifecycle Support Policy. This offers just continuous service and support, including new features, bugs, and you'll automatically get one of the 3 yearly updates that are going to be released typically around the June, October, November, December timeframe. So those releases are going to keep your Dynamics GP perpetually up to date. The support model is very similar to what cloud-based solutions are offering, where typically if I'm in a cloud-based type of application, I would normally get an update that's performed automatically. In this case, you don't get an update that's performed automatically. You get an update provided, installed by us, but just know the schedule. You get a kind of fixed calendar of when these updates are going to be available and what updates are going to be pushed out and what's going to be part of those updates. So previous releases around Dynamics GP have been on a fixed lifecycle support policy. So let's just take a look and see what the difference is between those two. So under the fixed lifecycle support policy, each version of Dynamics GP had a definitive end date for support, right? So the modern lifecycle support policy is continuous. There's no fixed end date. As long as you apply one of the 3 updates a year, then you will automatically be part of that modern lifecycle perpetual support, which just means that Microsoft will come out with new security updates, year-end updates, pretty much everything that you would normally have and expect from Microsoft going forward will be part of that. Under the fixed lifecycle support, Microsoft generally released 1 or 2 versions of Dynamics GP each year. Typically, those would be much larger upgrades in the past, as you guys might have been accustomed to, larger, more expensive upgrades with a lot more testing, a lot more overhead. With the modern lifecycle support and the updates that are coming from Microsoft, those will be smaller updates. So typically we regard those as in-place upgrades. So those are more along the lines of you really not being subjected to doing an entire test cycle, user acceptance testing cycle, or anything like that. Because typically those updates are more positioned as bug fixes, security updates, very small new features. So that's really what this modern lifecycle support is going to offer and have with it. Dynamics GP certainly lives on. So we know we love Microsoft Dynamics GP, and we were concerned with the commitment Microsoft had to Dynamics GP. But as we already understand and know what this modern lifecycle support really means, we know that a lot of products, including Office 365, Azure, Dynamics 365, CRM, Dynamics Business Central, Power BI, are all under this modern lifecycle support policy. So it certainly suggests that Microsoft intends to continue to develop and support the product. Okay, and under the modern lifecycle support policy for Dynamics GP, they've listed, the releases through 2024, certainly further into the future than anything else we've seen from Microsoft about Microsoft Dynamics GP. So Microsoft's commitment is further reinforced by the fact that they put GP on this modern lifecycle support. So going forward, your Microsoft Dynamics GP will certainly be supported. And let's talk about what that really means and what versions will be supported, and when mainstream support ends and when I should upgrade and everything around that. So if your Dynamics GP version is 2010, support is completely ended, right? So basically we know mainstream support versus extended support. Microsoft will support a product for up to 5 years on mainstream support. Extended support gives it another 5 years. Really the difference between the two is that Microsoft will continue to supply bug fixes, security patches, things like that under mainstream support. Under extended support, Microsoft will not provide any of that. Okay, and certainly year-end updates, if we're talking about using Dynamics GP for payroll, processing 1099s, we certainly want to make sure that we're on mainstream support, right? So if we're on Dynamics 2013 or 2015, you're in extended support, okay? So what that means is that your extended support is going to end in 2025. Should you consider upgrading? Absolutely. If there's more changes to things like 1099s, or if I do want to get the year-end, updates, I'll want to be on a version that has mainstream support. Okay, so those of us that are on GP 2016, mainstream support ends in July of 2021. Okay, so you should certainly be thinking about upgrading your Dynamics GP now and kind of planning for that for next year, and hopefully getting on, of course, Dynamics GP 2018, and we'll be at 18.3 or 18.5 by then. And the nice thing is once you're on that version of 18.2 or greater, then you'll automatically be part of this this modern lifecycle support, which ultimately, if you're paying your enhancement plan, you would really and should schedule with our team, when you want to apply these in-service updates, in-place updates, and these in-place updates, at least applying one a year, one small update a year, will keep your Dynamics GP supported right now infinitely. Okay, and that brings me to the next topic. We're going to talk about something that is a new plan that we're really rolling out within the Turnkey Total Care. So of course, we have Turnkey Total Care for a number of years, and what we're trying to just do is just change our Turnkey Total Care service to kind of align with Microsoft's modern support policy. So what does that mean? Well, that means if I am on version 18.2 or better of Dynamics GP, and I don't want to have to worry about upgrades ever again, okay, I'd be able to go and pick one of the support policies. Now, this plan is not yet released, so I don't want to say, hey, this is something that you guys would jump in and purchase just yet. But as soon as we finalize the plan offering, We're going to offer a discounted hourly promotional rate as well for the year for anyone on a turnkey total care plan. As well, part of the turnkey total care is really a software assurance where when Microsoft publishes the new updates for Dynamics GP 2018, you'll simply get on a calendar, and the calendar will kind of set you up for your service, your GP update. And we're bundling a lot of that going forward. So of course with Turnkey Total Care, not only do you get software assurance if you pick one of the actual bundled packages that include the automatic GP in-place upgrades, but we also have monthly meetings with your team as far as Dynamics GP and the efficiencies of Dynamics GP, some of the things that some of your wish list items that you might want to tackle, within your Dynamics GP system. It'll also include some support incidents. You'll get a assigned relationship manager. Okay, so that's one of the things that we'll want to pretty much offer you if you're going to be in a software assurance version. Any kind of GP and SQL administration that you guys would usually incur or would want to have, like just re-indexing SQL databases, making sure backup plans are being done correctly, all those types of things that you may not want to worry about. Those will be included as well in some of our bundled software assurance plans, as well as integration monitoring and a few more items that we're going to actually have in Turnkey Total Care. So this new plan offering will be available by the end of this month. And, if you are on Dynamics GP 2018 and recently upgraded, we would recommend you consider make an appointment with us to just go over this Turnkey Total Care. It's the type of thing where you don't have to worry about upgrades anymore. You automatically get a certain amount of support incidents, a certain amount of training every year on any new updates that are in Dynamics GP, and it's really a win-win. It really takes Dynamics GP and allows you to be, in a state that you really don't have to worry about the maintenance of it anymore or updates or upgrades anymore. All that really goes away.